Hi, it's Dee with Dee's Photography, and I asked on Facebook if anybody wanted to send me some head swap images for this Photoshop Friday video. So I'm going to do a couple head swaps and show you how I do them. Let's go back to the original. Amanda sent me two images, this one and this one, and she wants to obviously swap the head out from there and here. And as you can tell, the coloring and the exposures are completely different on these images, but that's okay, we'll make it work. First thing I would do is duplicate it, set it to multiply, and go down to like 55. So I can get a little bit, bring back some of that exposure, so it's a little bit darker. And then I would do a photo filter, warming. It doesn't matter which one of those right now. Duplicate it again. Maybe go to the top one. And duplicate that again. So it's much warmer. It's matching the tone much more. I'm just going to go back and forth so I can see the difference. So it's darker and it matches her tone way better from what it originally looked like. So now I'm going to get my lasso tool and select a good chunk of this image with the tree included. I'm going to use it as my point of reference since it is in both images and isn't moving. So I have all these layers, so if you hit, is it Control Shift C? Is that what I'm thinking? Let me make sure. Yeah, copy merge. It's going to copy all these merged together. And if you, and it takes a little bit because it's trying to put all the layers together. You can also go into edit, copy merge, or if you really wanted you could flatten this image and then hit Control C. Any which way works for you. I'll hit Control V and now it's pasted onto this image, and you can also see that the size is different on this image. And I'm going to zoom in. And what I do is the layer on top, I'm going to lower my opacity to in the 60s, 50s, 60s, just so I can slightly see the image underneath. And I'm going to tilt it so the tree line matches, and then grab my corners and drag it. And as you can see, right now it's not locked my proportions, so it looks funky. It could get really weird. And this little link right here locks them in, so you don't have your proportions or image getting out of proportion. And I'm just going to resize it until I can tell that this tree is pretty close to being lined up, because that's how large, that way her face is matching the same amount of, or how large the face is. Sometimes, depending on the quality of image, when you make it larger, it does not look as good. So make sure this image is, and this one works fine, it's not bad, but it does stretch your pixels out. So it's better to go from a bigger image to a smaller image, although it's still, the best thing to do is to have two images, same distance and same exposures, but you can work around them, you just gotta practice. So I put the opacity back up to 100. I'm going to click my layer mask, hit Control I, and it has inverted that layer mask. And also, when you hit the layer mask, hold Alt down, or is it Alt? So I'm thinking. Yeah, Alt down when you click the layer mask and it automatically inverts it. Control I because that's just a habit. I'm going to go get my brush. I have a soft round brush picked out. Hardness set at 0. This is a very tiny one, so I'm going to use my right bracket to boost it up to 300. Make it white. And I'm going to change my opacity to 100 really quick, because I don't want anything see-through, I'm going to brush 100 over areas that I know I want to replace. Just going to replace all this area. And let my Photoshop think, my computer has got to think. Alright. So then, like I said, I just, used 100, and I'm going to zoom in because obviously that is not matching. So, switch it over to black. You can hit X on your keyboard, or just that little guy right there if you have black and white already picked. And I'm actually at 100 still. I'm going to go down to 55. And opacity just depends on the image, and if you're new, you want to start at a lower opacity and build it up. And then just get close to this edge of the arm as possible to blend it in. Like, oh, there we go. And make sure oops, right here. Sorry. Alright. I was trying to figure out what that was on her arm, but it was just... Alright. I think I'll go down to... my computer will go faster, probably because I'm running too many things. At 20%, get closer to the arm until it blends in, and I'll go back between black and white. Oops, not white right there. Between black and white to make it blend better. All right. And right here, there's a little bit of a discrepancy difference here. So I'm going to get me a brush at 55 again. And brush that back. And I'm just brushing it to make it blend. So, there we go. Fit screen. So that would be really quick swap. And then I would just use my straighten tool here, straighten it, and then edit as needed, and I'll do edit so that you can see. We'll do warm and clean from my Work for Wonders action set. We'll let that run. Alright, now that ran through, and this is just with the action over it, and all my workflows have a sharpen layer, and with this image, since I still have my heads up and I didn't flatten it, it's going off my base image, so there'll be weird sharpening there, so I'm going to turn that off. If you flatten it beforehand, you won't have a problem. I'm going to turn this on to haze, and go down just a bit. Alright. Easy breezy, and I probably would replace the sky a bit more. Let me have so much on my computer. I have a million overlays that I have yet to even bundle together. And let's just grab one of these skies really quick and put it on there. That looks like a lot of clouds there, so let's grab 4. And I would just do my sky overlay like normal. And I just happened to put that sky in there, and I didn't want to record it, but you can watch the other video, and then we'll lower the opacity. So, before and after with the head swap, or half body swap really, some clouds and a quick edit on it. And I'm going to do another image that was sent to me, and it was by Peta or Pita, I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry. But she sent me another image, and it's these two. And I'm guessing we're wanting to swap his head because he looks cute as a button there. So what we're going to do is use that lasso really quick. Control C, Control V. This one's going to be pretty quick and easy. I'm going to zoom in over this. Lower that opacity, like I said, to 60s, 50s. And then drag it around until you can match the eyes up or clothing. Use a point of reference, something that usually is important, doesn't move, like the tree. I will match the shoulders up. And then see if the eyes match as well. And they're pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much accurate. So, hit Alt, click on the layer mask, inverted layer mask for me. Grab a white soft brush. It's set at 55. We're going to go up to, actually on this one, 90. And I'm just going to swap a face here. So I should have just used my face as a reference, because the rest of it's fine. Alright. And then just double brush, make sure it's good to go. Let me get back in there, and I lowered the opacity down, but I want to zoom in so I can really see how the mouth and stuff line up, since I'm just going to do the face. Alright, back at 100. And then I would just edit the image as normal. It's a healing brush. Oh, he's so sweet. Bit screen. So that was with just a quick face swap. And then I would run my edit on. And I'm going to pick Simple and Clean from Workflow Wonders. Run that really quick on there. So I'll just create my sharpening layer. I'm going to make sure to turn that off because I didn't flatten this beforehand. If you wanted to sharpen, you could flatten it beforehand, but I like to keep all my layers in case I want to go back and change them. And it's a little bit cool for my flavors. So there's a hot touch. And actually I kind of like that color a lot. I would probably even crop it a little bit more. And I'm going to also quickly clone out these back here. And this may be a little sloppy because I'm going to do it very quickly. There's a little bit of sloppiness right there. I should be zooming in, but I don't want to right now. So we're just gonna try to edit this without having to zoom in. And I am cloning at 100. And this is actually hot clone at 100, and then I go back in, go down to 50, and then go down 20 until it blends in. And I try to make sure that there's no duplicated areas, or if they're duplicated, they're far apart and you can't really tell. Alright, that would be my final image, and that was at the beginning, and that would be a quick edit. And a head swap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.